Yuri Gets a Haircut is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod that is not affiliated in any way with Team Salvato. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Game files for Doki Doki Literature Club are required to play this mod and can be downloaded for free at the official website or on Steam. By playing Yuri Gets a Haircut, you agree that you have completed Doki Doki Literature Club and accept any spoilers contained within. Noises of scissors. This play mode has been enabled automatically. This mode allows you to skip content that contains sensitive information or apply alternative story options. Text in the story, turn off Let's Play mode. Sometimes things need to get worse before they get better. Well, let's turn this into full screen. Don't find the option to undo the Let's Play mode here. Well, greetings, I'm Amy and welcome to Yuri Gets a Haircut. I'm gonna pour myself some tea and then we can start. This mod has been recommended to me by a friend. It didn't really seem like my type of mod at the beginning, like when I first saw it at some point. But that friend and I have about the same interest, like same taste in mods, so I trust him. And also, he said it's I would probably like it if I enjoyed the trap of anonymity, which I really did. So I wanted to have a Yuri mod. Time for Yuri to get a haircut. Winter. It seems as if it's in full swing. I watch from my window as the breeze blows little white flakes across the sky, scattered about with no set path in sight. It's quite difficult for me not to see the irony. Something as forgettable as a single snowflake moving through its limited time without purpose. I'm guessing it might be Yuri. It also has a unique style. They say every snowflake is unique, special. But at the end of the day, it's just another snowflake. Pulling my curtain closed, I let out a deep sigh. Possible, okay. For most of my life I've been going by the wayside, avoiding attention. Though ever since graduation, I've felt it harder to feel content with this. I've never been very social, often preferring a book or a pen to keep me company. And yet I find myself longing for it. Longing for days where I had people by my side by my side day in and day out. Friends. For days that, for better or worse, were some of the best I've had. But they're now just a distant memory. We all parted ways to our different prospective futures once we graduated high school. Monica and Sayori chose to attend the same university. Or rather, Sayori chose to follow Monica to the university that she selected outside of the city. Natsuki found a culinary school that she felt particularly interested in, making a career of her passion for baking. And of course, him. He chose a university not far from Monica so that they could be together after graduation. Their successes bring a kind of joy to my heart I don't particularly understand, but joy nonetheless. And it's not like they're gone from my life. We still keep in contact. They're all my very best friends. But never before have I felt so lonely. Just like them, I followed my own path. I'm currently at my preferred university, taking a general year as I try to find a field to pursue a career in. Yet, it feels like the beginning of high school all over again. I invariably sit alone at the back of the lecture halls. Show up, sit down, listen, come home. Show up, sit down, listen, come home. The all too familiar daily cycle returned. and with it the frustration at my shortcomings. Most people around me enrolled by themselves too, and they all so naturally fall into a new group, forming new bonds. But that terrifies me. Sayori always made it so simple. She is the sole reason I was able to be at ease in the literature club. She simply talked and listened to me as I was, always with her carefree happiness, no more no less. It gave me confidence that I was enough. But all that confidence seems to have blown away, much like the snow outside. Maybe I never really had it after all. I thought I'd changed, but... change. I wish I could change. Sometimes I just wish I could be someone else. I'm reminded of that moment Sayori and I shared during my first week in the club. She said that at the time she wished a bit of myself rubbed off on her. I always wished for the opposite. So I glanced at the mirror hanging on my wall, taking myself in. I noticed a few loose strands of my hair nearly reached down to my navel. Focusing on those strands, I feel another brief recollection of that day.
Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful taking care of it, so I cut it all off.
I glanced at myself again. Hesitantly, I reached for my phone. Yes, I'd like to make an appointment as soon as you're available. Tomorrow. I feel my heart tightening in my chest. Taking a deep breath, I reply. Tomorrow is perfect, thank you.
Oh no, not the voices again.
Okay, class, that will be it for our first lecture. Please be prepared for the next class. Follow the syllabus pre-work. We move quickly in this classroom, so you all need to make sure you stay on top of things. A cacophony of groans emerges from the classmates in front of me. It has to be the 6th time I've heard that from a professor, only for it to be as involved as any other class. As I slowly pack up from my seat near the back, a girl I haven't met before approaches me with a huge smile.
It's Amy!
Oh my god, you cut your hair! Yeah, it looks awesome! I'm immediately taken aback. She seems to recognize me, but I've no idea who she could be. I'm sorry. Do you know me? Of course I do! Yuri, the star of our class! She announces my apparent status as she stares into infinity. Feels like you're the only one with answers in our class. This class only began today, though. Barely got through the introductions. Not this one, silly! Our Japanese class! A pang of nostalgia hits me strongly. You always seem so invested in what Miss Toriyumi had to say. I wish I was half as smart as you are. The girl's sudden dejected tone catches me off guard, but not a beat later, her bubbly personality resurfaces again. Oh, thanks. I don't feel like I did anything worth praising. I was just doing what I was asked. Don't be modest! Plus, with that long purple hair of yours, how could I not notice you? It was so pretty. But you look absolutely amazing like this. I'm so jealous. I'm certainly trying, but I could never rock short hair as well as you. I assume she's noticed the increasing discomfort creeping up to my expression as she suddenly pauses, looking puzzled. I'm sorry. Where are my manners? You don't even know my name. Right. I'm Milia. She stretches out her hand in my direction. As I stand up to meet her hand, with Mila's intense gaze on me. My... sorry, what? I quickly scan myself, looking for anything that might stand out. Look at you! Yuri, you're smoking hot! Huh? My face is instantly flushed red as my eyes start to the ground. I'm at a complete loss for words. Why is there so much chair moving going on? I spilled some tea on my sweater during my previous break, leaving me only a rather tight shirt. By my standards, anyway. I'm really regretting that clumsiness now.
I'm sorry, I realize this might be a little forward, but for the first time we're actually talking, but look at you!
She reminds me of Sayori. She had a poor, well, almost non-existent grasp of boundaries, but Melia manages to be far worse.
Thank you for acknowledging that. You always wear these really baggy sweaters. God, every girl in the school would kill to have that figure.
You don't mean that.
Oh, believe me, oh my god, aspiring to Monica's voice. Oh, believe me, I do. You could make any boy drool for you.
I didn't think it possible, but there was still room for my face to feel even hotter than it did a moment ago. Through my embarrassment, I catch Melia briefly looking up at the clock behind me.
Oh shoot, I didn't even notice the time. I need to run to my next class, but you're giving me your number tomorrow. I need to tell me your secrets.
I really don't.
Bye!
And almost as quickly as she appeared, she was gone. Gently running my fingers through my hair, I can't stop wondering, was it really this? Force these thoughts aside. At least for now, I should just get home. Walking through the snow. Closing the door behind me and taking my shoes off, immediately hit with the comfort of a warm home in the harsh winter. The conversation I had with Melia constantly replays in my head against my wishes. I hang my soft puffer jacket to dry and lament the general state of my clothes. Even with an umbrella, I feel soaked to the bones. Putting my sweater aside, I notice a girl in the mirror. That's who Melia saw.
Yeah, those are very different clothes compared to what she would usually wear.
I take a step towards the image. I feel embarrassed by it, close my arms around me and look away. With a deep breath, I look back at the girl in front of me. She feels foreign. She swings her body to the sides, trying to show me her whole figure. Amelia's words once again force their way to the forefront of my thoughts. But a shiver takes me out of the moment. For a second I forgot my clothes were wet from the pouring rain. Trying to set aside everything that happened as a funny click of life, I take a step towards the bathroom. But I can't help myself. I feel entranced by the girl in the mirror. I stand in front of her again. She stands tall, with perfect posture. Her long grey skirt covers most of her legs, her high socks hiding what's left. Her tight neck shirt almost looks suffocating all of a sudden, even though by modern standards it fits quite loosely on her. It's not like I'm ignorant of the measurement of her body, but as I stare at her I realize I never tried to make sense of it. For the first time in my life I'm looking at her. Really looking. As others would, for better or worse, judging. A single button loosens the waistband of her skirt, letting her fall to the ground. The shirt she leaves on is not even long enough to cover her underwear. Her legs are considerably longer than her torso, giving her a very elegant look. Her socks accentuate the taper of her legs, small foot gently broadening to modestly wide hips. Her gut reminds me of this cheesy movie the girls made me watch one time, where the heroine meets her lover with nothing but some briefs and a stolen oversized sweater. A long moment later, her shirt also falls to the ground. Her face feels hot once again. Her substantial breasts can't help but become the center of attention, greatly highlighted by her impressively thin waist. She turns her body once more, letting me see her whole figure. Now a step away from nude, perusing her body is almost dazing. Dazing. It's not dazzling, dazing. I feel myself taking a step towards the stunning figure. I reach towards her. I want to know her better. I tried to touch her cheek. The coldness of the mirror shocked me back into reality. I look at her again. I look at me. As if checking that this image in front of me is real, I gently cup my breasts. Let my hands glide down my waist and tenderly squeeze my thighs. And I try to recall when and why I started hiding this from everyone, and even myself. I sit on the floor in front of the mirror, hugging my knees. I see my hair cut down to my shoulders after a decade of letting it grow. I think of Amelia's words. I see my body after a decade of trying to hide it. And I think of Amelia's words. If I'm honest with myself, I want to be friends with her. The thought of being seen, it's overwhelming. I felt embarrassed looking at myself. How am I supposed to handle others looking at me? I'm not sure I can... A text from Sayori.
Hey guys, how about a reunion? Nothing fancy. Let's just meet up somewhere for old time's sake.
Just seeing her name on my phone lifts my anxiety slightly. Smiling, I quickly tap out a short response. Of course! Let's find a date we can all attend. As soon as I said send, I feel something, like a bolt of electricity flowing through my body, reminding me of the friendships I made in the club. Reminding of how they could stare at me for hours, and I wouldn't bat an eye. I guess my progress before. Maybe I can do it again. We made friends with Melia. Check this one out next, Yuri! Oh, yes, of course. Melia, energetic as ever, picks up her pace towards a clothing store I've never once considered stepping foot in. Following closely behind, I take a few short glances at various clothing racks displayed near the store's entrance. Advertisements for new spring styles sprawl across numerous displays. I've always found it difficult to see the appeal of stores like this. Neither have I ever understood the appeal. And I still don't do it. To me, it just seems like you pay more money for less clothing. A particularly small-looking shirt with a price tag denoting a price that I'm confident should be illegal grabs my attention, as if looking to prove my thoughts right.
Yuri! Oh my god, I just gave her Sayori's voice.
Yuri, what do you think of this one? I look to my left, watching Amelia hoist a pink frilly tank top up in the air. I think that would look quite nice on you. Not me, silly! You! We're here shopping for you after all, aren't we? I've just poured myself some tea. Right. I don't know if it suits me much. I'm more partial to cooler colors. Cool colors? Got it, leave it to me! You're going to look so good! I discreetly laugh at her newfound determination as she shakes off. As I lazily flip through the racks, I struggle to find anything that particularly stands out to me. While most of these seem at least decent, others... My, this should barely count as a bra. Out of all the things that I do like to go shopping for, it is underwear. I don't know, they just look pretty. For clothes, the problem is I don't find most of them all that pretty. I like my DDLC merch, but for most other clothes, I just want to find like neutral, one-colored like shirts and everything. And for some reason, it's so damn hard to find anything that doesn't have like some type of line or image on it. I sighed briefly, glancing around, unable to find Mealy within eyeshot. Usually the only thing I'd be flipping through on a Sunday afternoon is a novel. For the second time in a couple months, Millie managed to drag me out with her to the nearby mall. But I must say, something about looking for clothes in this style feels different. A feeling I can only describe as an unbalanced combination of anxiety and excitement. Now my nose is running.
I have like problems with my allergy right now.
Thinking logically, it's rather silly feeling excited over some clothes, but I guess you can't fault Amelia.
People enjoy what they enjoy. Some would also consider it silly to be excited over books, but Yuri, you and I still know that books are great and that they're great to be excited over. And for some, it's just going to be clothes. I just can't get really behind it. Usually, when I have not gone. I have bought merely some socks recently because I really needed new ones, and I really need to find long white ones for my Natsuki cosplay. By the time I'm uploading this, I've already been to that convention. Maybe I can put up a note or something, if I remember.
She's done well to convince me to immerse myself in the experience. As of on cue, I see her approach me at a breakneck speed.
Whoop!
Okay, I think I found some things. You have to try this on. You're going to look stunning.
I'm still trying to figure out a good voice for her.
It seems like there's a few different tops and bottoms, but I noticed one particular stand out. A relatively short-looking purple cocktail dress. Amelia, I couldn't possibly put that dress on.
Oh, shush! I want to say shush instead of hush. Hush! Come on! At least try it on! I guarantee you'll look like a knockout.
Amelia, I really can't. When would I even wear that?
There's always a chance to use a cute dress. Go on!
There's no winning there. There's no winning here, is there? I guess it can't hurt to try it on.
That's the spirit! I already grabbed you a change room key, so get in there!
Shoving the clothes into my arms, I nervously take them into the fitting rooms. God, I hope I don't regret this. Well, how do I look?
Oh my god!
Oh no. Is it that bad?
Bad? The only thing bad about that dress is that you can't wear it every day. Oh my god, I just want to eat you up!
You really think so?
Are you kidding me? I want to kill you, I feel so jealous.
I witnessed a futile attempt at making an hourglass motion with her hands. I nervously laugh as I turn back towards the mirror. It feels unnatural to have so much of my shoulders exposed, but, I mean, it doesn't look bad on me.
I wonder if she'll wear it for, like, the reunion? And if we'll see it then.
Okay, I'll get it. Let me just try these other ones on first.
Take your time. But we're hitting the lingerie store next. What? Yeah, girl.
I close the door to my room behind me, bags of new clothing in hand. I feel exhausted. Laying my purchases out on my bed, I mentally take note of where I'll be putting them later. Reaching down for the last, smallest bag, I dump out its contents and immediately feel a warmth in my face. God, did I really buy these? I locked my gaze on a set of lacy underwear. Leah said they'd look good on me, but
you'll be happy you took them. You're not supposed to show these off. It's just for you to feel good about yourself, so don't worry about that. I mean, you can wear it if you wanted to also, like, show it to someone, if you know what I mean. But, like, I also have, like... it feels a bit weird talking about it just so casually. But it's not the first time I've done it. But I also have, like, underwear that's just, like, for myself, you know? It's just how I have, like, specific sets of clothing that, like, for example, my DDLC merch. Unless my friends are over, most people are not going to understand what I'm wearing, but I still want to wear them. And it's kind of similar with, like, specific sets of underwear. Like, they just make me happy. Trust me, you'll love the mirror.
isn't that this a little too much? Despite my apprehension, small voice inside me gets louder and louder. Amelia's words rattle around in my head. I'll look good in them. I'll look good in them! Before I truly think it through, I find myself removing layers of clothing. My body slowly meets the cool air of the room. Goosebumps start permeating my skin as I peel off my shirt and slip out of my remaining clothing. My heart pounding more and more as I slip into lingerie I always thought was not for me. And for a second I just stand there, though it feels like an eternity. Nervously I turn around to face the mirror. Oh! I look at the young woman in front of me. A woman that, for the first time in her life, is going out of her way to look sexy. My undeniably attractive body I've hid from the world. Is this why I was so alone? I chased novels, poetry, and fantasy worlds when I should have been making friends, like a normal person. Why? Did all those things ever bring me happiness? Look where it got me. Alone. But everything's changing in such a short amount of time. I don't feel like a background character anymore. People approach me. They actually go out of their way to talk to me, to praise me even. Maybe this is what I've been missing all this time. I gaze at my figure, posing in various ways in an effort to take in more of myself. Why would I feel bad about this? If this was all it took to be noticed, to gain confidence in myself, I should have started a long time ago. I'm getting there now. I'm getting there. My strong gaze is averted by the sound of my phone. I do also have to say, like, I'm pretty sure novels and everything did still bring her joy. You can enjoy specific things and still enjoy other things. For example, I myself actually enjoy, like, I don't enjoy big parties and everything, but that's more of a thing with me and alcohol and everything of that sort. And also me not doing well with loud noises that are constantly hammering into me. But, like, generally public spaces where there are a lot of people, that's so much fun for me. But I still enjoy novels and everything. I'm pretty sure Yuri also enjoyed novels and everything. It's just that she also lacked, like, some level of confidence to also, like, approach other people. And there's also nothing wrong with, like, enjoying fantasy and everything. I can enjoy being in, like, those big crowds. And I can enjoy also being, like, in my fantasy worlds. I can enjoy going adventuring with my friends as I'm just going out somewhere randomly. Looking at old houses. Going into the woods. Just going around somewhere. If they want to go into a clothing store, I will go with them. But I still enjoy, like, my fantasy. Otherwise, I wouldn't enjoy writing as much as I do. I enjoy writing so much because I also, like, enjoy making stories and love, like, these worlds that you can build up with them. These feelings that you can put into these stories. So I don't think it was wrong of her to chase novels and fictional characters and everything. Like she says in one of the in Self-Love, how she feels more connected to people in, like, like novels than real people. The problem is not exactly that she, like, loves, like, these stories, these worlds, these characters. There's nothing wrong with any of that. It's just that she also had, like, this problem of closing herself off of other people. And the more she kind of had, like, this distance, the more she also grew to these, like, worlds and, like, these fantasy worlds. And the more appealing those became to her because it's kind of like the only thing she kind of had. I just want to say that there's nothing wrong with really being like Yuri is in the main game. Like, she has her flaws, of course, and of course you can always strive to be better. But there's, like, nothing exactly wrong with also, like, kind of just enjoying, like, these fantastical words. There's a reason why people, like, why there are so many people who do. Not just in novels, but just also, like, series and everything. Anyway, back to the plans of meeting again. How does next Saturday sound for everyone? Saturday. Million wanted to take me to a party. Maybe I could cancel. No, I can't ruin this. Not gonna be able to do Saturday.
Gonna? Yuri typing in slang? That's a new one, lol.
That's okay, Yuri. How about Sunday then? That works.
Ooh, we should do a poem sharing thing again.
You know what?
Sure.
Sounds good to me. Poems? I glanced at my notebook and the dust that has settled on it. I haven't written in months.
There's also nothing wrong with changing. Like, there's specific things about me that have never changed. Like, I've always been a person that enjoys fantasy and everything. Unique worlds. Always had, like, an attachment to characters. Always had an attachment to antagonistic characters. But there are also things about me that changed. That is pretty normal. And sometimes things do just change. There are friends. We've been distant for multiple years and we're still close. Like, those are like the friends that I have the tendency to talk about because we're close. We can't meet each other that often, but when we do, we have like lots of fun. Sometimes we just meet like casually, and sometimes we like need to travel a bit longer because we're a bit further away from one another. Depends on the friend. Depends on the time. Some are closer, some are further away. And with the ones I'm further away from, I have like very good contact still. But there also have been instances to friends where due to the distance, we just kind of grew apart also in like our personalities. It is going to happen. With my current friends, like, I can't imagine it happening, but I'm pretty sure I couldn't imagine it happening with my other two friends either. It's just that we've been through a lot in ways that's like uncomparable to the other two friends. And so due to that, I don't think it's ever going to fully go away as much as it did with the other two. I still have contact with the other two. It's just, it's kind of like here where it's just like, ooh, hi, let's chat a bit. Maybe we could meet up. And less like, can I come over? Can I come over? Can I come over? Oh, I can come over today. Ooh, I can come over today. Oh, we can meet up as a group today. I want to go out there. As like, meeting up more frequently. I've been writing since I'm 8 actually, so. So, for example, that's something that never changed. And like with my friends, I've been with them for 9 years now. Some of them 10. And another friend since I'm 7, although that's also a bit of a completely different situation again. But things are bound to change. Are bound to change.
My hands begin to shake, causing me to drop my phone on my bed. What? I feel sick. I need to lay down. With a shaky breath, I collapse onto my bed.
Maybe there's a way to combine it? Yuri? Oh, wait. Oh, that's like... She's like becoming different and it's showing.
I groggily reach over and turn my alarm off. I feel exhausted. How late was I out last night? Sun feels searing in my eyes. What time is it? 2? Oh no. I'm supposed to meet up with the girls at 3. I haven't even written a poem like they asked. I look at my notebook, still untouched. Hastily flipping through its pages, I find one that looks relatively finished. I tear it from the notebook and shove it into my bag. Glance in the mirror, taking a second to look myself over. What should I wear? It's 3:30. In the distance, I see 3 familiar faces. I guess I'm the last one here. For a long, Sarah catches me in her glance and begins running towards me. Yuri! I brace myself for the incoming hug. Or tackle, as it may be. Yuri, it's been so long, how are you? Hi, Sayori. Despite her aggressiveness, someone managed to lightly squeeze Sayori in return. Yes, it's been too long. It's good to see you. Sayori released her grip on me, taking several unsteady steps back before meeting my gaze. Wah! Your hair! Guys, Yuri cut her hair! You gotta come see this! Monica and Natsuki, clearly caught off guard, approach us.
Sayori, will you calm down, Jesus? I mean, Sayori also took on like a new style. Like, even if it's still open, that's like pretty different. Natsuki and Monica are still like very much in style, and what they probably would have worn back then already too. What the heck are you yelling about? We're in public, you know.
Yes, Sayori, please come. Yuri, your hair! That's new. I've never seen you with short hair. Yes, I hadn't cut it since I was young, but I felt like it was time.
So you're stealing my style now, huh?
Don't be a meanie, Nat. She looks amazing. I can't believe how much she's changed.
Big whoop, it's just hair. She's still our same old Yuri.
Oh.
Can we go sit down now? I walked all the way here. It took like an hour and my legs are spent.
Yes, let's go. I'm sure there's more to catch up on than Yuri's hair.
So good. My god, I met the most annoying bitch ever at school. Yes, sir, Yuri. I'm sure the girl is at least twice your size. I had English class. I had English my smart Monica help me. Oh my god, it was so scary. You wouldn't believe me.
So then something. Is it in the history?
No. Oh, that's what's that. Hey, where's Takisato? Wasn't he supposed to meet us today?
He could make it. Had a last-minute assignment that he just remembered he had due tomorrow.
Uh-huh, of course he did. Seriously, Monica, are you sure you want to be with him?
Monica suddenly clams up for a second, hiding an awkward laugh. I know he has his quirks, and I know he can be a real bonehead, but I really love him all the same. I assume things are going well then? They are! We don't get to spend as much time together as I'd like on account of school. But when we do get to see each other, I feel really happy.
How about you, Yuri? Any love interests?
Oh, you must! No, not at all. I haven't really been focused on anything like that.
That outfit says otherwise. You gotta be impressing guys with that getup.
She's right! If I was a guy, I'd be drooling!
Or if you were attracted to women. You'd also be drooling if she was a cookie.
Probably. Sounds as if I'd love to immediately lift the mood at our table. But not before too long. Monica chimes in. Oh jeez, look at the time. We should probably start poem sharing now before we run out of slide.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
She enthusiastically pulls a piece of paper out from her bag. This is so exciting!
I kinda hate to say it, but I'm actually sort of excited too.
Back then,
I got so used to doing stuff like this, I never thought about how much I'd miss it once we graduated.
I just to look down at the paper in front of me, at the month-old poem that lies on it. I used to be so enthusiastic about our poetry escapades. Everyone else still seems to be as well.
Yuri?
Oh, yes, I'm ready. Pass my poem first to Sayori, and then receive Monica's. Free from style hasn't changed much, but it's even more refined. Flows beautifully from one line to the next, effortlessly weaving in double and even triple entendres. Following up with Natsuki's, it's simple, short, and sweet, as it always was. I guess it defines Natsuki quite well. Part of me wonders why I ever argue with her so extensively over this.
So it's kind of a mixed universe. Because, like, we had snippets of the side stories, but in the side stories they never talked about, like, their poetry. So I guess it's kind of like mixing in the main game, kind of events of the main game a little bit into it.
Even so, she's obviously improved as well, expertly hiding complexity in her apparently simple words. She find meaningful say always gives me an ever so familiar feeling of bittersweetness, though I sense more optimism in her words than I used to, something that brings some relief to the corners of my heart. Let's get to the poem's final words. Monica beckons my attention. Yuri? Yes? This poem, you've shown this to us before. What? It's the raccoon. You shared this towards the end of our school year together. Look, you even dated it. I glanced at the date at the top of the rippled page. In my rush this morning, I didn't even notice how old it was. Have I really not finished the poem since last year? Is everything all right? You haven't really seemed like yourself today. Something's wrong. You can always talk to... I'm fine! I didn't have a chance to write a brand new poem this week. I just got this mixed up with one of my most recent works, that's all. If you're sure. I tried to control my shallow breaths, but the feeling of lightheadedness isn't fading. Well, if we're all done reading, why don't we share some thoughts with each other?
Oh, what did you think of mine, Yuri? When I finished it, I had this feeling you would like it in particular.
Oh, it was very well written. I like the feeling I got from it.
Thanks! What about mine? It was amazing, right? Right?
Yes, I enjoyed it very much.
That's it? No rebuttal on how I could be better or why my style sucks? Huh, maybe you really have changed after all.
Well, I notice my hand's starting to shake. I feel like I'm going to faint any second.
Can't believe what she's changed. Say what, Yuri? You've shown us this before. Guys, just gotta get up. Where do we go? Oh, and this is also like her in the background. Melia.
I need to go. I need to get out of here. I need to get home. I need to be alone. I need to be alone. I need to be alone.
Yuri? Yuri, wait! Yuri, wait! Yuri, wait! Yuri, wait! Yuri? Don't go! Yuri, stop! Stop!
I shakily enter my room, slamming a door. Within seconds I collapse. Monica keeps calling me. Stop. Please stop. I can't. I feel like a vice grip is tightening on my skull. I gasp for breath in a pathetic attempt to fill my lungs. My blue vision is making me feel nauseous. I feel compelled to look at the mirror. To look at myself. Getting to my feet again, I sit on my bed and look in the mirror. Tears cover my face, my makeup running, creating a blurred portrait of myself. My mind and body becomes mirrors of each other. As I stare through the mirror, the tears disappear, and my makeup appears normal once more. I look fine. I look good. Stop! I whip my phone across the room. I don't need it. That life. I don't need any of it. Why would they want me to be a worse version of myself? Why? People like me like this. Even they like me like this. I try to regulate my unsteady breath, but to no avail. Slinking off my bed, I end up back on the bedroom floor. I hold myself into a ball. I'm unable to squeak out a coherent thought. I can't even stand. Someone, please help me.
Yuri? Yuri, talk to me. Can I come in?
I muster as much of a response as I can. Yes. My doorknob slowly turns. A ray of sunlight enters my room through the crack in the door. I can't bring myself to face her. But Sarah doesn't say a word as I feel her approaching and kneeling down next to me. She gently lifts me by an arm, caringly holding my face in the other before pulling me into a gentle embrace. I finally break. My sobbing turns into desperate wailing. I let everything that's pent up inside onto Sayori's soft shoulder. I can feel my voice giving out. Seconds pass, minutes, hours, days. I just can't tell. It's okay. It's okay.
Sayori keeps tenderly caressing my back. Trying to focus on her gentle touch gives me back some control over my breathing. Eventually I manage to gather the strength to pull away from her. But I immediately notice my mess of display has ruined her jacket with mascara. Sayori, your jacket. Don't be silly! Sayori now holds my face with both her hands, and wearing a soft smile, wipes my tears away with her thumbs. Yuri, what's wrong? I'm so sorry. Shh, you don't have to apologize. I'm only here to help. I feel exhausted. Can't help but let myself fall into Sayori's embrace again. I think I tried too hard. All of this. I run my fingers through my hair and gently stretch the fabric of my blouse. I tried too hard to be something I'm not. This isn't me. This could never be me. Oh, Yuri. Why couldn't I change? I tried. I tried so fucking hard. I just wanted to stop being that nobody. And this is what it got me. Yuri. We hold each other in silence, words eluding us both. You know, you are different. Maybe it's not exactly what you imagined, but you did change. You're still Yuri, you're still you, Yuri, just a new you. Sure, a haircut and some cute clothes can make you look a lot different, but that doesn't stop you from being my Yuri. Tears welling once more, I choke at the only thing that comes to mind. I just wanted to be liked. Yuri, we like you. We love you. We're all your friends. We'd never leave you. But you aren't here. Not anymore. I felt so alone. That's true. But we're always just a phone call away. I know. It's not quite the same. But we can always talk anytime you want. And if you really need me, I will come running no matter how far you are. I want to say something to her. Something. Anything. You don't have to abandon the things you love just to make some new friends. But it's also okay to grow out of things. As long as you're happy. As long as what you're doing feels right. Sayori firmly grabs my hands. She gets up and tells me to do the same. Grabbing me by the shoulders, she moves me until I face the mirror once again. Maybe not all of this is for you, but only you can decide what's part of your true self. So, what do you want to see in that mirror? Sayori backs away so I can be alone with my reflection. And I stare into her eyes. I try to read her feelings. She's feeling stupid. Regretful for everything she sacrificed, so much of what she loved, because she thought she needed to force change, to be someone she isn't. I don't need to find validation through new friends and popularity. As long as I'm happy with myself, as long as I grow even a little bit, then slowly, maybe I'll be that girl I want to be. I look at my hair, my long strands once stood. I can't help but stifle a small laugh. This girl, almost unrecognizable from the one who stood here a few months ago. Part of her can't help but feel slightly proud for plunging into something she long thought she'd be too scared to pull off. I think she can change now, just enough. I close my eyes. The reflection printed into my brain warps into something different. Sometimes things have to get worse before they can get better. But I'll be okay. I take a deep breath, collecting myself. Thank you, Sayori. I don't think you understand how much I needed that. This is the second time you've consoled me on the floor. What would I do without you? That's right! On your first week in the club. I remember running my hands through your hair while we sat on the ground. It was so pretty. But you know what? I really like your new style. It suits you. Thank you, Sayori. I look in the mirror once more. I think it suits me too. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Sorry, Mia, I need to get going. I'll talk to you soon, okay? I hang up the call, shoving my phone into my coat pocket. I didn't think it would take this long, but all the snow on the ground is making it surprisingly difficult to move quickly. Before too long, I spot the restaurant we're meeting at. Henka Cafe. I haven't been here before, but Takisato insisted it's quite good. It is near his old house, after all, so it's not a surprise he's been here. As I get close, I feel a small flake in my face. Oh! I look up at the sky. The snow has started once more. Flakes slowly begin to fall, one by one. I run my hands through my shoulder-length hair, removing some of the flakes. I can hardly believe it's winter once again. Time really flies. Though, I can't help but feel excited to see them again. It's been ages. Last summer, I recall. I feel myself smile as a single snowflake falls into my palm. They say every snowflake is unique, special. But at the end of the day, it's just another snowflake. And that's okay. They change throughout the seasons. They become unrecognizable from when they first fell. But by the time they melt into the spring breeze, the same special snowflake remains. And that is a beautiful thing. And we're back to the title screen. My friend was correct. I loved this mod. I'm still a bit emotional. Give me a moment. I'm an emotional person. That's also something that probably will never change. I've always been emotional. I think I've actually gotten more emotional over the years. I think that did change. When I was in primary school, I was like not very emotional at all. And then I turned emotional. Like overly emotional. And I'm still severely emotional, but I have a bit of like emotion regulation now, so that I don't break down crying every day, every moment, anytime anything convinces me. Anyway, what I meant by my friend is right, that I was going to enjoy this mod, is that I give it a 10 out of 10. I really loved it. The messaging, I like the style as well. I only have one minor complaint, but it doesn't really drag down the mod at all. It's just kind of a personal thing that I would have preferred if it was like less like just Sayori helping Yuri, but everyone else, because Sayori isn't the only one who had like her support. And if we kind of have like events from the main game, like basically her relationship with every girl would have been strained in the main game, including Sayori, because Sayori also had like this severely boundary-breaking problem that bothered Yuri in the main game too. It's really just a minor complaint I have, because I think it's more of a thing of, once again, of like the emphasis on Sayori, and I feel like people act as if I've noticed sometimes, as if it wasn't like also Monika and Natsuki that helped Yuri grow into the person she was at the end of the side stories. Like, it was Sayori that really helped set into motion the Yuri puts emphasis on listening, but it was ultimately Monika that she listened a lot to that really helped her understand like a bit more about the people around her. And Natsuki was ultimately like in self-love. It's not just about Natsuki learning to love herself. It's about Yuri learning to love her old self as well. Because that's what she saw in herself. Like, that's what she saw in Natsuki, her old self. And she hated her old self. And when she learned to accept Natsuki, she started like this little line that before the little scene before the final CG appears of self-love. But the CG appears. It's also for like Yuri. That she also is starting to like accept her old self. And so I feel like I just kind of would have preferred also a bit more emphasis on the other three, but on the other two. But generally I don't really have any complaints, because that's literally just a personal preference, and I don't think it really took away from the emotion at all. It's just a personal thought I wanted to share. I guess honestly more because of it, because it makes me more sentimental. Because like it's that part of like when I read self love and it's before the moment before the CG and Yuri's just thinking to herself, I just kind of also have like this vision in my head of Yuri closing her eyes, like looking at her younger self before closing her eyes in this, like her eyes are closed in the CG. I just kind of have this vision that she's also looking at like her younger self for a moment beforehand, kind of also saying that to herself that there's no need to be alone anymore because she and Natsuki are no longer alone. And I guess honestly, I'm thinking of that right now most likely because the mod made me sentimental. And you know what? I love the mod. It's 10 out of 10 and that's basically about all I have to say. It was short, sweet, to the point. I prefer longer mods, but for little messages like this, it doesn't really matter how long the mod is. So, have a good night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Stay safe and be true to yourself.